My name's Doug. My wife's name is Ashley, and we live out in the country. I'm working on the barn. We're almost ready to do the concrete work. I just have to seal the bottoms of the posts so I can pour the concrete into them. I'm going to be using some of this leftover paneling to seal them up. You'll see what I'm doing. So there's the gist of it. It doesn't have to be pretty. I'm just putting these on temporarily so I can pack the concrete down in here. And then when it's done, I'll take them off. So we're all done with that. Ashley came out to help me. She's over here cleaning up. Come check out what she just found. Look at that. I saw that thing sticking up out of the ground when she was cleaning glass, and I'm like, what? It's plastic. It's not even real, look at it.
Yeah, some kid knife.
I'm telling you, that looked so real when it came out of the ground.
Yeah. There's so much glass in the dirt here. Somebody put an old garage door here and it's just loaded with glass.
Yeah. Glass, glass, glass.
And we can't have animals walking through here with this here.
Wonder what else we're gonna find.
We are collecting all these paving stones to put on the line that the guy marked where the telephone line goes underground. So that way we'll always know where the line goes through our yard.
Yeah, so there's this pile back here of broken up, you know, just decorative pavers.
And we'll lay those down.
I would like to dig them in, but I'm not going to do that right now. So we're just laying out our clothesline today, trying to figure out where we wanted it. It was supposed to be 75 feet from that tree parallel to the wires. And that landed exactly on this mark.
Yeah, so we're gonna move it in a couple feet.
We're gonna have to,
here.
Yeah, like 72, and it should, if we put it right on that where that block is, it should be fine. But I'm glad we called the 811 because we would have dug straight on the phone line.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. If I hit the phone line, nothing's happening. After all that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Regular dirt. That's nice. Picture how bad it was in Kokomo.
Mm-hmm.
Just all gravel and clay and nasty garbage.
This is better than I expected it to look.
Yeah. It's really nice.
The hole is dug. I was not expecting to do that at all today. First we were just marking out the line, and then I thought, yeah, let's start the hole, let's figure it out. And I don't know, we just keep going. That's how we work. We dug this down 3.5 feet because we want this to be solid. We're not going to be putting concrete in there. We're just going to be backfilling it with dirt. I think it's wide enough, so let's see if the post fits, I guess. If this doesn't fit, it's going to be a pain to get it back out. Hey, why don't we measure the hole with the tape measure first?
Just put it in.
It doesn't even look like it'll fit. Okay, ready?
I don't think it will. It might.
It's probably gonna dump dirt down in there. And try to spin it a little.
Oh, there it goes.
Let's see if it actually went in as far as it was supposed to.
It should be about 6'8".
It's 6'11". It's not in all the way. How do we get it out?
Maybe you could just pound it. Wow. Did that go?
I don't know. No. Okay. All right. You want to hold this for me? Post in the hole. Take 2. Ready?
Yeah.
Release. That didn't feel good. It went in 2 more inches. It's 6'9".
That's good. Leave it.
Feels like it's setting. Is it good?
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Good.
Six, 8.
Oh, good. I think we should backfill it while the clay is still wet.
Yep. I'm going to be pushing this as far back as I can and backfilling the front of it so that when we tension up the clothesline, it's bound to pull a little.
Yeah.
It'll just have more tendency to straighten up. So we need something to poke with. A stick.
A long stick.
We have those. How is this stick?
Good.
That's a good walking stick. Get down there, dirt, clay.
This is a stick that's from our field, from clearing it. We saved a whole bunch of these long trees in case we ever needed them.
Like now. It's done. We got it in. It's packed down. I intentionally have it leaning back ever so slightly so that it doesn't, so it kind of pulls into plumb when we tension up the clothesline. Look at that giant bird. And we ordered the clothesline, so it is coming. They said they'll ship it out Monday or Tuesday. So we're gonna be doing that soon. Pretty good. I'm sorry, this bird is so distracting. Look at this. Here's Belle's latest artwork. Look at how cool that is. It's called Soldier of the Volcano. Pretty cool, Belle. Mm-hmm. What do you want to say about it? Anything?
It's cool.
Ashley just found a free washing machine on Craigslist. Spin cycle doesn't work. You guys think we should go get it? Posted 3 hours ago. We are lucky to have a wide array of people watching our channel. We have metal detectorists, we have cat lovers, we have homesteaders, we have all kinds of people, and it creates a really cool community around our videos, and we enjoy that diversity of people. So not everybody can relate to what we're going to talk about, but it's something that's been on my mind, is homesteading. There's this homesteading community people talk about on YouTube, and we're kind of on the outside of it a little bit. We're kind of, you know, there's like YouTube clicks, I think, yeah? But,
yeah.
And we're not really in any certain group, but we do call ourselves homesteaders, and you'll see that in our titles or our description sometimes, homesteading. And sometimes that word becomes like this, tricky word that people can get offended over, oddly, for some reason. You know, because everybody has their own definition of homesteading, or they might think that you're not homesteading properly, or not a real homesteader. And we just kind of wanted to give our thoughts on that. We do call ourselves homesteaders, and sometimes we don't even like to, because of some of the people who use the term give it a really bad name, I think. Mm-hmm. If you look up the definition of homesteading, or homestead, I guess, if you look up homestead, you'll see that it's a home with the adjoining buildings and land. And that's really what a homestead is. And so in our mind, homestead starts with home, literally. And that's where we're starting. We do consider ourselves kind of homesteading, and this is our homestead because this is our home and this is our land and these are the buildings that we're working on. And since the foundation of a homestead is the property, that's what we're putting our efforts into. It just makes the most sense to get your home and your land and your fencing and all your infrastructure in order before having gardens and animals and all this stuff that people want to define you by. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people think if you don't have animals or you don't have your garden, you don't have this or that, you're not a real homesteader or you're not a homesteader at all. But that's not true, because
you have to do all these things first to get the animals and the gardens.
The foundation of the homestead is your home. It is the land. And if you don't have your systems in place, then the rest of it doesn't work. And we see people all the time, they come on YouTube and they buy a piece of land and they want to get animals right away. And they get all these...
Before they have anything set up for them.
And they start getting goats and chickens and a dairy cow or whatever they get. You know, they get all this stuff that they just aren't ready for. They don't have proper fencing. They don't have proper structures. They don't have proper systems in place. Or they start gardening right away, and that's great. You really can do that. But if you're not prepared, you can also struggle through that, and you can have a bad garden because you didn't plan it out properly. Mm-hmm. So we think that you can be a homesteader without a garden, without the animals, because we have our homestead. We're living on our property. We have the land, we have the buildings, we have our home, and this is our homestead. So we are working toward those things, but in the meantime, we're still homesteading. It starts with the home, and there's some great channels out there that also have, they might not have all the animals, or they might not have everything in place or a garden, but that doesn't devalue who they are as homesteaders or their content. And we just think that it's that's just our thoughts on the word and what it means to be a homesteader to us, and we just wanted to share that.
Another thing is that we will be having another mail vlog coming up. We actually have another package that has to be picked up on Monday. Every time we get a package, we get an email, so we know that there's one there for us to get. Yeah. So we'll be doing one early next week.
Super soon. You will see the mail. We're excited. We want to see what we got. It's all sitting there. It's like...
Yeah, we have a pretty big pile.
Yeah.
Probably like 6 of them.
We are surprised how many packages we got so quick. So it's coming soon, and you guys will see your packages opened up.
Yep.
So that's cool. Also, the countertop is installed and it looks excellent, but you can't see it yet because we're putting the sink in still. We just want to show you when it's all done.
Yeah, we had to get some plumbing stuff for that.
We got the fittings, we got silicone and all that stuff to put around. So
it's almost done.
We probably will start working on it tonight, so that'll be coming up also. And I think that's all we have, just doing all kinds of stuff. We totally weren't even intending on doing the clothesline pole today, but we were just outside and we started looking at it, and then we started measuring it, and then we started digging it, and then the pole was in the ground. It just happened. So that's just how we roll. Sometimes I want to make lists, like to-do lists, and sometimes they really help us, but then sometimes the lists kind of hinder us because we just go with the flow and just do whatever.
Just whatever we feel like doing at the moment.
Yeah. As you saw this morning, I got all the posts ready in the barn. We also shifted some and moved them around and made sure everything is ready. Everything is where it needs to be and sealed up and ready to go. Tomorrow, our time, will be concrete day. We're going to start doing concrete in the post tomorrow. So you'll see that also for your tomorrow. We'll probably, I don't know, it's going to be hard because we got the mail vlog and the countertop and all. We have actually stuff piling up that we need to do. So
we don't know what order they'll come out.
But we are going to do the concrete, and then that's going to be one step closer to barn completion.
And then you'll get to see the color.
Once it's painted, if the weather allows us.
Pretty soon. Yeah, it depends on the temperature and the wind and all that.
Yep. So please subscribe so you can stay up to date on everything that we're doing. And our journey has really just begun. There's so much to come.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming if you start thinking about everything you want to do. It's crazy. If you can, please like the video. If you didn't like it, dislike the video, but click one of those buttons down below. That really helps us out. And
if you want, check out my Instagram. The link is in the description.
Ashley posts some really great pictures almost daily.
Pretty frequently, yeah.
So go check out her Instagram if you want to stay up to date and just see some cool shots around the homestead. And that's all we have for today. So I think we're going to close it. I hope you guys have a great day. And until next time, take care.
Bye.